All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, May 27th. Getting ready to take down a bunch of vintage white Burgundy tonight here at the store. Got a few spaces left. For some reason, though, the white wines don't get the same respect as the red wines do. But we're going to take down these killer white Burgs. Nonetheless, with our dozen people, whatever we have here, we got a great line of events coming up next week. We're going to dub it Australian Wine Week, mate. That's right, Wednesday night. The tasting we're promoting tonight, the Foster's Group, the Treasury Wine Group. Can't keep up with the names of these companies today. And then our vintage Australian tasting coming up a week from tonight here in the store, folks, in this room, this back room here. Seats about 15 people comfortably. And we will have some vintage Aussies, 10 years old at least, including some legendary wines like Toolbrick Run Rig. Yes, folks, that's right. And from 1997, drinking beautifully at the moment. But today, hey, what are we trying to sell you? We're trying to sell you an Australian tasting going on at Cafe Maxx next Wednesday, the first day of June. That's right, folks. This is our every other Wednesday tasting. We are going to put 6-8 wines on the table from one of the greatest producers from Australia. And, well, you know, the Australian wine business has kind of been in the toilet, you know. I mean, the $30 to $50 price range category has just dried up. But there is one winery that is still doing a bang-up job out there in terms of sales, folks, and that's Penfolds. Penfolds, the greatest producer in Australia, one of the greatest producers in the world. You know, the Grange, their top wine, their top Shiraz. Well, we won't be showing it on this night, but we do have a Grange event coming up. That's right, folks, in just a few weeks on the 22nd of July, where we will be previewing the new release of Penfolds Grange, the 2006 vintage, as we do every year, as well as some older vintages. But tonight we've got Grange's Alter Ego, folks. That's right, another wine that was created by the great Max Schubert in the 1950s, the Saint Henri, when he created Grange. Grange is a wine that's aged in small oak barrels. He wanted to emulate the great wines of Bordeaux. Then he said, you know what? Let's make a wine that doesn't have the oak influence. We're going to age it in large oak barrels, like they do in other parts of the world, like in Montalcino, and just try to give you the essence of the Shiraz varietal. Still, the greatest Shiraz from every vintage coming from South Australia is the Saint Henri, aged in large neutral oak. So that is our headliner tonight, folks. But we have got some great wines from Penfolds and Rosemount. You know, they do own several other small wineries in Australia and around the world. This Treasury Wine Group, they have Beringer and Napa Valley, Chateau Souverain, just a plethora of excellent wines in this portfolio. But tonight, we're focusing on just two of their Australian properties, two of the greatest properties in Australia. As I mentioned before, Penfolds is one winery that's not suffering because of the demand in China, folks. That's right. The Chinese are crazy for Penfolds. They've even got a winery called Binfolds that's made in China to kind of copy, you know, this Penfolds. And they've got 3 offices in China, the people at the Treasury Wine Group. So Penfolds sales still very strong. Not enough supply to keep up with the demand on their top wines like 707 and, of course, Grange, which we just had a sale on Grange not too long ago, offering the wine at the lowest price in the country. And boom, gone, $339. All right, well, tonight we've got, like I said, a nice lineup. Check it out on our email today. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.